Hi everyone, this is Son of Jadda with another amazing showcasing video. I'm at Son of Sparda's home and today we are going to be doing an unboxing of premium format Spider-Verse action figures. And that's not all. Son of Sparda is also going to be showing us his previous collection from the Spider-Verse line. So if you're a Spidey fan, whether you love Peter Parker, Miles Morales, or Ben Riley, this one's for you.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a
Woo! Son of Sparda.
Hello, true believers. Welcome to our friendly neighborhood.
I didn't know you were such a huge fan of Spider-Verse.
Who isn't, right? I mean, it's a globally beloved character. Stanley himself said that he purposely put in that red and blue bright colors for people to fall in love with him, kids and adults alike. And here we are celebrating a universe where there are not one, not two, but dozens of Spider-Man characters in the movie. And we get to have these. We get to have the live-action movies coming out soon. So lots to look forward to if you are a Spidey fan.
Okay, now we have two parts in this video. One is that you will showcase your existing collection, and the other part is going to be where you're going to be doing the unboxing of your latest action figures, premium format action figures that are part of this line. So I would like you to start with what do you have
All right,
currently?
so we got all these are 1/6 scale Hot Toys figures. We got the Gwen Stacy figure here from Into the Spider-Verse movie, the very first one. And we got Miles over here. He's in the back, star of the movie. And then we got moving into I'm sorry, we got also Spider-Ham down there. I didn't see him. So
Amazing.
He's actually an accessory that came with Gwen. He's just a statue, non-articulated.
Okay.
But he has so much personality coming out of him. One of his arms is slightly bigger, one of his paws, I should say. So moving into, oh my gosh, what was the second movie called?
Across the
Across the Spider-Verse. We got Miguel O'Hara here, Spidey 29 on him.
Amazing, man.
And we got Hobie, otherwise known as Spider-Punk.
Beautiful. But just look at the attention to detail, guys.
They all came with head sculpts, but I love to look at them with their masks on.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say, probably not all of them,
Yeah.
but I believe with Hobie and Miguel, they have moving eyeballs. So you can open up the head, move their eyes. I'm not sure if Miles' head has that, but I guess we'll be taking a look at something else Miles related a little later. I don't think Gwen's head has moving eyes, as far as I can tell.
But Son of Sparda, you haven't talked about the centerpiece, which
Oh.
is something signed.
I'm glad you asked. This is signed by the star of the Into the Spider-Verse movies, Shamik Moore.
Man,
And we have a certificate of authenticity here in the back by
Nice,
by
nice.
JSA. And
we need a close-up of this board. No, not the
Oh.
certificate.
yeah, this is his autograph. It's signed and dated and has a little sticker on there say it was authenticated by the JSA, which is an organization that authenticates items that are signed by celebrities. So this is Shamik Moore, his autograph right there. Yeah, really glad I got this and I'm able to add it to my collection.
So you've got the figure.
Yep.
The amazing figure that comes with the webbing.
Yep.
And then you have the autographed.
One really nice thing about this Miles figure, and the one we're going to be taking a look at,
Yeah.
is that you can completely undress him to make him look like regular street version Miles, where, he's got his civilian clothes on, no Spidey suit at all is visible. So that's a really nice touch.
So he's like a Ken doll, huh?
Yep, exactly. I mean, I feel like when you're crossing a line between high-end figurines and Barbie dolls is when you have to undress your figures. So Miles kind of is walking a very thin line between those.
Nice. Hey, Son of Sparda.
Yep.
We are approaching the second part.
Yep.
So start with the intro for the first premium figure that you're going to be unboxing.
So guys, remember we talked about more things that are coming in this video? This is the Across the Spider-Verse Miles Morales, a little more mature, a little more grown up. He has the same options where you can switch out his outfits between purely Spider-Man, and street Miles Morales, whereas he's in his civilian clothes. A really nice figure, has a lot of accessories. So we're really excited to be taking a look at that for the very first time with all of you.
Let's begin.
And then one more box we got over here, not just Miles, but as you guys remember at the very end of the movie, spoilers, we get to meet Miles G. Morales from another dimension, another dimension, as Gwen would say. So we got this guy. How he's going to be played out in the third movie, that's yet to be seen, but I felt like I just had to get my hands on this guy because I feel like he's going to have a huge role in the next movie. At least that's my expectation.
Okay, let's start with Miles, the OG Miles unboxing, because a lot of fans are out there. I'm sure they are eager to see how this figure looks like, because this one is into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. And now we are going to be witnessing the unboxing of Across the Spider-Verse.
We should just take a minute to talk about how gorgeous these boxes are. And there's a huge debate in the collecting community of whether people should keep their boxes or dispose of them. They do take up a lot of space, but I like to, as much as possible, hold on to them. You never know when you might need them. But here we go. It's a slip cover, and you have this man himself.
Oh boy, just look at that. The accessories, the head sculpts, the eyes, the expressions.
And then we also have, if you're done with the front, some pictures on the back and some backstory down here. If you want to freeze the video and read that, you're welcome to do so.
Nice.
And if we talk about what's up here, we got a little bit of base that has a portal.
I think you need to rotate a bit further because of the reflection. People can't see it much. No. Rotate it and bring it in front of the camera. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to step over behind you so I can see. So we got his base that has a little bit of a portal that we saw in the movie. We got a comic book, I think. And then all of his eyes that he can emote different emotions from. Right. We got his updated suit with the brand new logo. We got a neck piece for when you switch out his outfit, and a bunch of other accessories. We got his uncovered hands,
right?
And an accessory that we rarely see, but I hope we see more of, is a spider tingle or spider sense accessory. So we'll be taking a closer look at all those. And then we got all these web accessories that I wish Hot Toys would update, because these have been coming with every Hot Toy Spider-Man since the dawn of time. But, hopefully we get to see some more.
Take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
As careful as possible.
You have to be. Take care of your action figures. PSA. Check the excitement.
Drum roll, please. That sounded like something else entirely. All right. Now, stage one of the unboxing. And then something.
It even comes with a basketball jersey.
Something that maybe we'll just show off, and because putting it back in the box might be a little cumbersome. But we got this gorgeous little background of
backdrops.
A backdrop of the portal. So if you were to display this, it would look very nice, I would assume.
Come on.
So at this point, I think it might be impossible to get, but there's an exclusive version that I missed out on, foolishly, that comes with another accessory of a half-mast Miles. So he has his mast half off, and it looks pretty cool. So if you guys are lucky enough to get that, please do so. I foolishly missed out on it. But here we go. We're going to take off the slip cover. There we go.
The moment of truth.
If you guys can smell that new figure smell.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful.
So we got a bunch of eyes here. We got the fully unmasked Miles head. We got the Miles neck. We got two suited hands. We got a bunch of suited hands. We got I want to say Jordans, but they're not licensed, so we probably can't say that. And then we got the Spider Sense accessory. And then over here, we got a bunch of other stuff.
Take out the slip cover for these.
So we got Miles's jersey. It says Brooklyn on it, 42, and we got jeans underneath. We got his hoodie. something else, another coat underneath. And then we got his portal base. So it looks like he's jumping out of it if you wish to do that. So one thing we forgot to talk about is these little bits right here. And these are accessories for the spot. And you can connect these to the backdrop. And it looks like he's attacking him from...
Oh man, so they even sent spot accessories.
Yep. So that's pretty cool because we don't have a spot figure yet.
Right.
And hopefully they'll come in the next movie afterwards. Hot Toys will consider...
Okay, Son of Sparda,
Yep.
enough talking.
Enough said.
Enough said. I'm sure right now every Miles Morales fan, every Spider-Verse fan is going crazy. So just...
Here we go, the moment of truth. So I figured to just take off some of the plastic off. And, you know, it's very appreciated how much attention Hot Toys does to packaging these figures. Now,
place it here.
It should be
Place
noted...
it here.
It should be noted that some collectors have recorded that the suit with excessive posing has ripped. So please be careful. It is an easy fix. If you have anyone at home with basic level knitting, they can probably fix that. But hopefully you won't have to face that problem at all. I've seen a lot of collectors who have not had this problem, and hopefully you won't. What's going on with your feet, Miles? All right, hang on.
Okay, so first we're going to be trying the head sculpt easily. It's not that difficult. Huh?
Oh, he does have rolling eyeballs, so I didn't notice.
Can you bring it closer to the camera so that people can see?
So this guy has rolling eyeballs. If you open up the head and just stick your finger inside, he does have an accessory where you can stick in a little stick and just move the eyeballs. But you can also do it with your finger. It's fine.
Nice. Just put it on Miles' torso.
So here he is with the head looking like... It feels like the exact same look when he put his hand on Gwen's shoulder and said, "Hey."
Man, just look at the attention to detail. Only Hot Toys can do that.
And then we got the spider logo on the back as well.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay. Which other accessory you want to showcase?
I completely forgot to just mention one thing.
Yeah.
So if you have a black light, I believe some details will be highlighted on the suit. We can't see it to some extent right now.
Right.
But they have talked about this in their instruction manual.
Can you put Gwen beside him?
Sure. By the way, this is Gwen from the first movie. They have modified her suit into the Spider-Verse. So as you can see, she's a lot shorter than this new Miles. She should be a little taller. The suit has been slightly modified in the new movie in the Across the Spider-Verse. She's no longer wearing her ballerina shoes. She's wearing actual shoes. There are also accents of the webbing on her hands and palms and a little bit on her arms right there. That is not present in the first suit. So hopefully we'll get an updated Gwen sometime soon.
Okay, so I think you said that you wanted to put on Miles' hoodie.
Yeah.
So let's just see how he looks.
So he comes with not one, but two layers of a jacket. This is, oh my goodness. Yeah, 2 layers. Let's see if we can do this.
Perfect for New York weather.
Yeah.
New York winters, I might call it.
Does this open up? Oh my God. Is this a working zipper? We'll find out together.
Let's go.
Can you just like show it bring it in front of the camera?
I'm just trying to open up the zipper. I'm wondering, does he... Oh, I think... Oh, shoot. We need to open up the zipper.
Can you turn around so that our community can see it? Oh man, it's an actual zipper.
There's a functional zipper in there, I believe. And we're going to try and get it open. Yep.
Nice.
Zipper is opened. Well, almost. There we go.
Show the unzip. Nice. Let's put it on.
Right.
What an awkward time to remember Marvin Gaye.
Always very cumbersome when you have to dress your figures.
Man, this is like the Ken doll version.
Yep. Oh my goodness. This is. We're gonna have to edit some stuff out.
But on a serious note, Son of Sparda, doesn't this remind you of? I mean, we weren't born at the time, but we did come across Mego dolls.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Mego dolls had all the accessories.
You know what? I'm gonna have to take off this second jacket and we'll put on the... Yes, absolutely. So those were considered the hot toys of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think he ever put on this jacket alone.
Right.
But for technical reasons, we're gonna have to do them one at a time. So First jacket is done, and he's got his little hoodie there. I'm gonna just have to go ahead and put on the second jacket. Here we go. Oh my gosh, Miles, your folks love you so much to get you so many jackets. When we were growing up, we only had one jacket to wear, dude.
Bro, you were in Jeddah.
Yeah.
And winters in Jeddah is like pleasant weather.
Yep.
Not even winter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Happy winter, everyone. Who's going through some extreme weather conditions right now. Don't go outside when it's raining, please. I know people, like, they hear weather warning. Oh, let's go outside. No, stay at home. There we go. So, and believe it or not, that's not all. We missed a step. Apparently, all this underclothes goes underneath to hide his Spidey suit.
Can we put it on?
We'd have to take all this off.
Yeah.
And then put this on.
Let's try.
Oh my goodness, man. I've never.
Because, bro, by the end of the day, I love Miles, so do you. At least for me, Spider-Man is Peter Parker, but, Miles is an amazing character. And now that we have the opportunity to see him the way he was envisioned by Sarah Pichelli. Hey, Sarah, I mentioned you specifically because you don't get any credit, any royalty on your co-creation. So Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli were the ones who created Miles Morales. And
we also talked about sort of what differentiates him from Peter.
Big time.
Why was he such a beloved character, and what makes him different from Peter Parker?
You want to start with that?
Sure. I mean, I can just tell you that, we got to see his story firsthand in the new movies. We got to see his struggles of going to school and having his father be killed and finding out his uncle was a supervillain. So lots of stuff like that happened. The Peter Parker of his universe dying.
Yeah.
I mean, it differs from one version of the comics to the next. Sometimes Peter's alive and he trains him, like in the current video games.
No, but he did die.
Okay.
Even in the comics.
Okay.
Okay, for added reference, I want to inform everyone. Miles Morales, I always try to let people know that he's not Spider-Man. He is the ultimate Spider-Man.
Yes.
He is the successor of Ben Parker.
We should also mention, when the news came, it was actually in the news in the United States that Peter Parker died in the comics, in the Ultimate Comics.
Yeah.
People were like, what? Why? What are you talking about? How dare they get on this? No, it's just in one version of the comics. So as we know, there's the Ultimate Spider-Man, there's a Sensational Spider-Man, there's Spider-Man 2099. So many versions, because Spidey is one of the few characters who crosses the Spider-Verse or has access to the multiverse. There we go. Oops.
Dang.
That's him putting his head down. Dude, Miles just has a big butt. We can't get his butt in here.
Another anatomic detail.
Oh, you know what?
Son of Sparda.
Can we? Yep, his pants are Velcro.
Can you show it? Oh, man.
Please don't undress Miles in your videos, guys. All right, there we go. This makes things much easier. There we go. Got his pants on. Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't think I've ever put a shirt on a figure before. Oh, I got to put his hands up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dressing a small child. Dude, I'm so worried because, like I said, I've heard of people saying this the suit rips.
Slow and steady wins the race. So just do it slowly.
Dude, I'm so terrified.
Don't be. Nah, first go in the sleeves, bro.
Sleeves?
Yep.
Like, I can't do both.
You can. Just try to improvise a bit.
Miles, you're clearly going back in the box with all this clothes on.
Love the Brooklyn basketball jersey.
Brooklyn! Dude, what's getting his arms out of here? No, this is a nightmare. Is it in there? You know what? I'm going to take this shirt out of the other shirt.
Yeah.
Makes things a little easier. Oh my God.
It's as real as it can get. Look at the laundry. Son of Sparda is going through all this trouble for you guys. So please like this video, share this video, and leave a nice comment for Son of Sparda. One of the most passionate members of our community.
So that Son of Sparda doesn't commit suicide anytime soon.
No, man.
All right. If Miles G needs to do any anything in regards to wearing his clothes, we're not going to be doing that.
Yeah. No. This is only going to be for Miles Morales.
Oh, you know what? I should have taken his hands off.
It's okay, bro.
Okay.
And the accessories up close, guys. And these are just some of the accessories, not all.
You know what? I put his arms in. Now I can't get his head in. You know what?
Take off his head, yeah. Sleeves done.
Almost.
Son of Sparda, you're the man.
Dude. This is the final countdown. All right. Is it in there?
Yep, it's inside. Safely inside.
I think we're just going to call him a day and call him Saudi Miles.
Because it looks like it though. Awesome. Awesome. Comes the basketball jersey, which I hope isn't going to be as difficult. See, guys, being a collector isn't an easy job.
Let me just say, had it not been for some encouragement, I would have never done this. Like, the clothes would have stayed in the box forever.
Awesome. What up, Spider-Ham?
All right, folks, if you're ever in Brooklyn, this is what you should be wearing. If you're ever hiding your Spidey suit. Oh, you know what? Never mind. There we go. So this is Miles chilling at home.
Bring it up front.
This is Miles at Starbucks.
Or when he went to the costume shop and buy it from Stanley.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice. Just one last thing.
Yeah.
I know it might be a bit of a trouble, but this is for those who are for those of us who are sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Let's just put on his
Oh my God.
Air Jordan unlicensed sneakers.
Oh, you know what? They just go right over his feet. Because apparently his feet don't come off.
Give me one sneaker. One of the sneakers.
Yeah. Unlicensed, no logos on it at all whatsoever. And now I've heard of some hardcore collectors who have bought custom shoes.
Wow.
With the actual logo on it.
Without the logo, everything else is the same. A slight difference to the color scheme. Here you go.
Yeah.
And what a day this turned out to be. Thanks to Son of Sparda.
Dude, I might have to watch a video or something. I can't remember how to get this thing in.
It's not that simple.
It looks the opening looks way smaller. And dude,
or maybe you're putting on the wrong side of the shoe.
No, this is the right side.
It's going in?
It's halfway in.
Almost there, bro. Not halfway. Almost there. Let's just wait for a few more seconds. Check out amazing Spider Gwen action figure. In time.
By the way, we just had our Jeddah book fair last week. So if any of you were lucky enough to go and check out comics they had.
Nah, well, I was one of the unlucky ones. Because the parking is a nightmare.
I was fortunate enough to go twice because I had a buddy up there who was working and I hadn't seen him since my college days. So I didn't get to see him the first time, so I had to go up there a second time to go see him. Oh my gosh. Miles, hit your foot in there.
The shoehorn?
No, this is officially to move his eyes.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like it might still work. I can't get his foot in all the way.
I think you did.
No, it's pressing against the back of it. You want to try? Let me hold this.
Okay. Which one isn't?
It's that one.
Done.
Oh, you got it? I just need a fresh pair of hands. I'll do the last step and switch out his hands.
Yeah.
Unsuited hands for when you want to do this look. But he's even got like his fingernails are different color slightly.
Because of the dirt.
I guess. Okay.
Bring on Miles.
I'm doing a cool pose right there.
What an amazing premium action figure. Worth the time, worth every penny. Brooklyn 42. Sneakers, jeans, trousers. Wow. And then the eyeballs also roll.
So we got Miles doing his famous pose on Gwen going, hey. And she's just baffled. She's speechless. She's out of words. And again, hopefully Hot Toys give us an updated Gwen with the new suit. Just small touches, but those go a long way. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of Miles from Across the Spider-Verse. And if you weren't lucky enough to get this guy when he first came out, I'm sure that when the next movie comes out in 2027, we will get a new Miles figure at some point, maybe battle damage.
Hopefully.
Because it's a continuation of the same story. So hopefully it'll be the same suit, maybe slightly modified, maybe new accessories. We'll see what we get. But it's a highly anticipated movie. It's the third in the trilogy, and we'll see what happens. We were told that we might get a Hobie movie, a Spider-Punk movie, sometime down the line. That was reported.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that comes to fruition. But lots to look forward to if you're a Spider-Man fan. And we're going to be doing another unboxing, believe it or not. One more to go.
Miles G. Morales.
Miles G. He's coming up. All right, surprisingly, Miles G. Gorgeous artwork again. And no picture on the back this time. But we do have his logo, his, what was his, Prowler logo.
Yeah.
And this is very abnormal. We have a warning sign here that there are a bunch of small parts that could be swallowed by children, including batteries. So be mindful if you do have kiddos at home.
So this is basically Miles Morales from an alternate timeline where he is the Prowler instead of his uncle.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So if you take off the slip cover, oh, we do have a picture on the back underneath the slip cover. So we have Miles. Oh, well, you know what? Let's start with this.
Yeah.
Let's start with the picture here, and then gorgeous pictures of the product itself. And then we have, if you want to freeze and read that, you can go ahead and do so. And then if we look at the front, we got the figure itself, a bunch of accessories that we're going to be taking a closer look at.
Let's take him out of the box.
So I was very much on the fence of whether I should get this guy or not, but I was so much of a fan of the movies that I decided to just go for it. Here we go. We got Miles G in all his glory. So many accessories. But again, I missed out on the exclusive version, which comes with one extra added accessory. Not a big deal, but it was, you see this part right here? It's a slashing effect. It goes on his arm. There was another effect part that goes on his eye. So I missed out on that, which was interesting because we never even saw him fight in the movie.
We just saw a brief intro, if you will.
Yep.
I'm Miles G. Morales, but you can call me the Prowler.
There we go.
Okay, guys.
Oh, again with a backdrop. This time, much more interesting backdrop, I think. So it actually says, I am Miles Morales. You can call me Paula.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice. Okay, Son of Sparda.
Yo.
The moment of truth.
Here we go. So, oh my gosh, look at that very metallic looking mask. Yeah, I believe it lights up, but we got articulated fingers. That's cool. Very different and distinguished costume from our boy Miles. Very colorful, very purple in the style of the Prowler. He's got his backpack in the back there. I'm guessing maybe in the movie these things come out.
Yeah. They even gave spray paint cans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then if we look at the house sculpt, it's slightly different. Oh, he's got his own base. There we go.
Nice.
He's got his dreadlocks in the back and very distinct evil look there. I'm kind of hoping they join forces in the new movie.
I doubt.
That maybe they fight for a little bit and then he says, all right, you know what? I'm going to... Because I feel like this is the Miles that probably could have been if he hadn't got his powers, right?
How do we know this Miles doesn't have a power?
Well, he wasn't bit by the spider. So the spider came from his universe.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah. The spider that gave our boy Miles his powers came from this guy's universe. And that's why Miles was transported back to this guy's universe. So, which begs the question, did Miles only turn into a good guy, Spider-Man, because he got his powers? Would this guy, would he have turned into Spider-Man had he got his powers? We'll find out in the new movie. I feel like that's going to be one of the themes of the Beyond the Spider-Verse movie.
With this, our unboxing comes to an end. Amazing figures collected by Son of Sparda. If you're talking about premium format action figures, there's no one else but Son of Sparda in Jeddah.
Oh, I'm sure there are more people out there.
Yeah, but if they keep on remaining introverts, then obviously nobody's gonna know their story or about the story of their collection. So guys, look, this is what I love doing. I love to showcase your collection, just like I did for Figures Master, just like I did for Son of Sparda, and many others. So just reach out to me and I'll be there with my camera and get you and your collection the attention it deserves. Son of Sparda, as always, you never cease to amaze us. God bless you. Beautiful collection.
Thank you, man. To everyone out there who's on the fence, don't be. These are fantastic figurines. They'll look great in your collection. And it gives you something to look forward to before the movie comes out, because we're about a year away, still a year and a half away from the conclusion of this epic Spider-Verse saga
Trilogy.
Yep. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Lots to come.
Thank you.